Welcome to Lemon-Squeezy Education. This video is on types of social influence. So, social influence is the way that people around us can influence our thoughts, feelings and actions. And psychologists propose that there's two main types, normative and informational social influence. A researcher called Asch showed that people often conform when they want to fit in, even when they know the group's wrong. During his study, participants were shown a target line and had to identify whether line A, B or C was the same length. He asked participants to share their answers in a group. What the participants didn't know was that everyone in their group was an actor, and they were told to purposely give wrong responses. Just by looking at this image, it's quite obvious which line is the correct answer. However, 75% of participants gave the wrong answer at least once during the experiment, simply because they didn't want to stand out. And Asch proposed that this was an example of normative social influence, because participants conformed to the group answers not because they believed the group was right, but was because they didn't want to be judged or stand out. They knew the correct answer, but the pressure to fit in felt stronger. Normative social influence is often associated with compliance. This is because people change their behaviour to fit in with the group, but privately they'll still hold their original beliefs. The other type of social influence is known as informational social influence. This is when we conform because we genuinely believe that other people know more than we do. A famous psychologist called Sherif was interested in what people do when there's no obvious right or wrong answer. He showed participants a visual illusion called the autokinetic effect. This is where a stationary point of light in a dark room appears to move, even though it's completely still. When he asked participants alone to estimate how much the light had moved, participants gave varying estimates. However, when asked to answer in a group, people started to change their answers to fit in with the group norm. When participants were later asked to estimate how much the light had moved again on their own, they actually gave answers closer to the group estimate than their own original answer. This is informational social influence because participants genuinely accepted the other group's judgement as correct, and as a result, they changed both their public response and their private beliefs, which shows that this was internalisation. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more educational related content.